don't get this financial system. I'd be candid with you. I just don't get it. I think it's going to lead to a complete meltdown if we continue along this journey. I think we are not computing the complete economic value of devastation. So since we are not computing it, we're never going to plan for it. So I'd give you an example. In 2022, we were hit with floods, and that cost us, the cost of damage was about 9.5% of GDP. Our GDP grows at 2.5%, 3% a year, and then 9.5% is wiped out in one flood. What sense does it make? And I'm not even talking about 6,000 people dead in the past 4 or 5 floods and about 20,000 disabled. I'm not talking about disability-adjusted life years, the economic burden of that. I'm not talking about the cost of life lost. About 42 million people were displaced. Given our demography, that means 20 million kids, school-going kids. And these 20 million kids, if they go for 90 days, which is not the case, that's about 1.8 billion days of school days lost. No one is computing it. When we went and asked the world, here's the devastation, we're contributing 0.5% to mitigation, what about us? And they said, well, why don't you do this? Why don't you take repurposed loans? You know what repurposed loans are? Repurposed loans are loans for health and education, repurposed to devastation. Fantastic, isn't it? We are basically 164 out of 189 countries in Human Development Index, and you want us to repurpose the loans for health and education to devastation? Isn't it great? So this doesn't make sense. And this is going to lead to a meltdown. Countries, 8 countries, 3 countries of the world are producing about 57% of the carbon dioxide equivalent. 10 countries are producing 70 to 75% of the carbon dioxide equivalent. And the same 10 countries are taking 85% of the green financing of the world. Isn't it great? First you pollute, then basically the devastation comes and you take the green financing. Doesn't add up. My suggestion to you, change the way you think. Current thinking is unsustainable. You're holding a conference on sustainability and resilience. Your financing is neither resilient nor sustainable. It's going to lead to a meltdown, at least of some of the countries, including us. My suggestion is, where the public rate of returns are high, continue to do what you're doing. Where the private rate of returns are high, basically bring in the youth of the world and allow them through these competitions, Shark Tanks or Dragon Dens, or I don't know what fancy names people have given them, create a green field for them and give them money to come up with new science, new technology, new ideas, new business models, because these old business models just ain't working. And in order for you to do that, you will have to put the global IP coming from the public sector. You will have to put it in the cloud and make it accessible to all of the people of the world, not just a handful of the people of the world. So people in Africa and Asia and Latin America, they should have access to public sector taxpayer money paid IP. Only then it would work. Otherwise, this system, not resilient, non-sustainable, would lead to meltdown. Thank you.
Thank you very much.